Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a video that I just run across about a Latino woman calling out her own Latinos for always being racist to Black people, and also trying to make dark-skinned Latinos feel bad about their skin color. It happened that she is calling them out because her niece experienced racism in school, right? So she is dark-skinned Latino, and her fellow students are calling her Black, right? Just to make her feel bad, and she came back to complain about it, and they are screaming. Now let me tell you all something. Most of the things they do to Black people are the things from color people do to them, right? And they do it to Black people, right? In order to tell you that there is a level to everything, because they always want you to know that they are light skinned, so they have more privilege than us, right? So if you are going to scream about racism, make sure you are not doing racism, or you are not being racist to Black people and other people. You know what? Let's get into this video.
When Latinos claim that light-skinned and darker-skinned Latinos are treated the same, it's always amusing to me. Yesterday, my sister called me to talk about this incident that happened at school with my darker-skinned niece, who is literally the smartest little girl in the world. She speaks Spanish, she speaks Arabic, she speaks English. She's gotten a straight A honor roll for the past 4 years in a row, and all her teachers love her. And she's quite popular. She has little friends too. They come to her house and play with her all the time. But that's not why I got a call from my sister. I got a call because my little niece was in the lunch line, and some little boy came up to her and was like, "Oh, you can't be in this line." And she looked at him confused, like, why? And he said, "Oh, it's because you're Black." My niece is 8. She didn't even know how to respond to this question. So she just let him cut her and just didn't say anything. And when she got home and told her parents, she was like, "Why did he call me Black when I'm not Black? I'm Mexican and Salvadorian." Her parents had explained to her that that boy made that comment to try and make fun of her skin tone. So all you Latinos out there who are still using the term negro and negra as, "Oh, it's just a term of endearment. We're just teasing them. It's all love." You are teaching that to your children. It is being passed down, and they're saying stupid shit like that in schools to my niece. So anyway, my sister and her husband have asked the teacher to contact the child's parents and let them know that their son is racist and colorist, and they should be raising him better.
Y'all, Mary is a brand new student in class. She's got to be new here. This comment says, "Stop making everything about race or Black women or white women or Asian women. How about let's try to come together and unite as people?" Mary, that's a great idea, and I actually agree with you and a lot of other people who wish we would move forward as a country. But here's the thing. You're going to have to talk to white people about that, because racial division in this country has always been a problem that white people created on purpose. First, you got the Civil War, which was absolutely fought over slavery. And then after the Civil War, you have a period of time called Reconstruction, where a couple of people with their heads actually on straight said, all right, let's take some time to reorganize this country and make sure that Black people have access to all of the rights, citizenships, and economic advancement that were denied to them. And in response to that, we have the rise of the modern KKK, lynching, and racial terror that went throughout the South and the North in order to prevent that from happening. And part of the reason why the U.S. South never recovered after the Great Depression and slavery is because all of these social programs that FDR put forward in this New Deal, remember that? Southern politicians lobbied very, very hard to keep Black people from benefiting from those programs. Same thing with the GI Bill. That would actually be a lot more beneficial today if white politicians didn't lobby so hard to make sure that Black people benefited from it as little as possible. Public pools, rec centers, parks, those were supposed to be beacons of the American middle class, except for integration happened. And rather than integrate the pools, cities, towns, neighborhoods across this entire country filled them in with concrete. Rather than integrate the parks, they were closed. Public schools, rather than integrate them, white people just decided to move and open up private and charter schools that they funneled their money into. They also kept property values and property taxes lower in Black neighborhoods, which then meant less funding for public schools. Oh, college, right. Rather than keep college free and affordable, rather than keep community colleges and trade schools as a pathway to middle-class careers, college is damn near unattainable for everyone. Labor unions is another one. We would be so much further along in labor and workers' rights if labor unions were not dead set on being all white between the 1880s and the 1950s. And I'm not even going to touch on what 53% of white women did in 2016. Let's not. So yeah, I'm not the target audience for this why aren't we united as a people conversation. What you should be doing, especially since this is an election year, is literally going door to white people in your community and asking them why racism beats out progress every single.
I love it. I love every bit of what she said. It is not our problem. I mean, it is their problem to go around and educate themselves. And like, let me even start with the first lady that said that, her niece experienced what. Now, the reality is that the Latinos also treat black people very poorly. And now, most times, most of the things they do to black people, white people do it to them, and they do not like it. And then the same people that do not like what, that is being done to them by colored people, they still go around to do it to black people. So because she had darker skin and her fellow student now think she's black, or trying to make her feel like she's black. So it is time you all, it is not our problem. It is you all problem. It is time you all start educating yourself, start telling yourself that it is time to stop all this racism that you all do. Because you all just want to buy to white supremacists. That's why you do most of the things you do to black people. The things they do to you, you try to do them to black people. And then you turn around to scream that they are being racism to you, while you are also being racist or prejudiced to black people and all of that. So you all can change. And like the last sister said, it is not our problem to fix anything. It is you all time. It is your time. If you want, like the woman was like saying, it is time we all come to the major goal is to see everybody come together as one. But I don't see that ever happening in this world. Because number one is that some people, what they have is just that their skin color, and how do you want them to leave it alone, or how do you want them to give it away? So you all are like, everybody can be together. Everybody can everybody can be one, right? So some people are not ready to give that away. Not even for a minute, not even for a second. That their skin color, they are not ready to give it away. So not until you all are ready to start going from door to door and all that, to tell yourself, man, it is time, because white women can do it. It is time, man, we unite and fight what is fighting us, because most of them know the truth, but they choose not to talk about it. They choose not to say it, right? So, yeah, you all go fix it and then come and meet us. Some of them are still going to go against, vote against their own interest, and then call black people along the line to tell them that we know we messed up. Please, can you come and help us clean the mess? Black people that know how to, they do magic all the time. So now, until you all are ready to fight what is fighting everybody, because one thing is that they always think that it is only us that it is affecting them. If you look around very well. That thing they voted against themselves, like against their own destiny, is also affecting them so well. But they will never agree to it, because they don't want to stoop so low. Because for them, it is like stooping so low to have the same problem with black people. It is the rich white man telling the poor white man that their problem is black people. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.